Who's that? Is that your sibling? Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. My name's Mark, and if you heard that crowing in the background, it is not a rooster that's inside the house. We're testing out the live stream. So it's up right now to a selected number of our volunteers just to test and make sure everything is going all right, because I had some technical difficulties. I didn't have a standalone computer, which I have now, and you can see here's a laptop I was playing with, and I've got a tower here. So I had some initial problems, but everything seems to be going good. So here's the girls' pen. Here is the back pen, Sheldon's back pen, inside the shelter, and then of course outside here. So it is a beautiful sunny day. It's right around the freezing point. Of course, we got all of this snow. You can see how much we got, a wet, thick snow. So there's about a foot of snow there. And we got that just the other day. We thought things were done. I was looking at the forecast. It's going to be, it's not going to be below zero, below freezing for till next winter. Obviously, that didn't work out too well. So we got this dump. Hopefully, this is it now. It's supposed to warm up next week. Not too much, but it'll slow melt from here. At least we got the majority of the water situation taken care of. We had been flooding. So what happened? So yesterday, and we weren't expecting this right away either. The goats weren't expected for another week, kind of mid-April. But see, what happened is last fall, the boys broke out of their electric fence, made it into the other pen, so that could have thrown our numbers off a little bit. We put the girls in last week before the storm in anticipation and just to get them out just in case, which was a good thing because last night we found two kids. So there's a boy and a girl. We're not sure of any kind of names right now, but we went out there and Tiana was doing a few things and she heard this little baby cry. She went over and she was like, oh, and then of course she comes running in the house and tells me to come in. So I went out and took some footage. So here's the footage that I took last night. Ooh, so what's happening? We have babies?
Yeah.
What do you think, Fernando?
Like brand new.
Oh boy. Look at this. So, is this Coco's?
Coco's, we're guessing.
Yeah, Coco looks a little slimmer. Hi, little one. Hi. 1 and 2. Yeah. Welcome. Are you just learning how to stand up? Oh. Did we check their sexes yet?
Little girl.
Little girl.
Boy. You're in the dark. A boy.
Yeah, a boy. A black boy and a little multicolored girl. Good job, Coco. Good job.
Look at the little tail.
We'll have to pull the camera footage off of that camera there and see how things went.
Well, when I first came in, I saw this little one hiding underneath the food thing.
Yeah.
Is there some chaos? But I was giving them water and I heard a little maa. And I'm like, what was
so you
that?
didn't even see them.
No, I heard a little maa and I was like, what was that? And I turned around. Is that little Sheldon?
Yeah, little baby Sheldon, except it's a girl. Good job, Coco.
Boy, girl.
Oh. Nice coloring, Coco.
Yeah. Oh, is that your baby?
Okay, yes, I have to put it over my head.
Oh, this one got waddles.
Waddles?
Waddles.
Little waddles.
Good coloring, Coco.
And it's like minus 20 outside. It's supposed to be minus
Thank
25
goodness we brought them
Celsius.
in.
Yeah. So Tara was debating, it should be fine outside, but then the snowstorm came in and we got them inside. Now life comes and life goes. So something else that happened over the last little bit is we lost Prince the peacock. So peafowl live about 10 to 20 years. And he was actually getting pretty old. We noticed he was slowing down. He was, from what I can figure out, we got him in 10 years ago. And he was about 4 years old when he came in. So he was about 14 or 15 years old, which puts him right in the middle of that, 10 to 20 years. So it's always sad to lose an animal, but it's to be expected. And we kind of anticipated it coming up in the future, just because of his actions. So we have the two girls, the peahens, here. And these peahens, we had made some arrangements for all three of them to go off to another farm. Somebody was looking for peafowl. And we did tell them that Prince was, he was slowing down. He's getting pretty old. And they were fine with that. So these two girls, the two hens, will still be heading out. And that's going to make room for this area here. So we're thinking next fall, we're going to be putting the Muscovy ducks in this area to get them out of the other building and to, just free up some space. So Fernando, I missed you in the last video, I think it was, or some photos. Somebody was asking about you. Whenever I miss anybody, people ask. So Fernando's back inside. He was outside. Oh no, guineas. He was outside when it was nice and warm. Oh look, there's Sheldon. And but we brought him back inside because Fernando's just a little softy, aren't you? Yeah. Sheldon, we have new babies, and one looks just like you. Yes. So I am testing out the live stream, as I showed you. And there is a camera up here that's checking out this pen, so you can keep an eye on them. And it's funny because Sheldon tends to just run around in circles here. He's always busy. Oh, who's that? Is that Hazel? Hi, Hazel. Hi. How are you doing? Yes. And then Moira this morning, or about an hour, oh, Moira's over there. About an hour ago, she was rubbing up against on this brush here, trying to get a good scratch. That's George down there. And then, of course, we have Billie Jean. And behind Sheldon, we have Holly. All right. Oh, we've got some feeding going on. So this is where the girls are. Or sorry, the girls and now the kids. And of course the live stream is up there. So we can say hi to Paula and Marlene. Hi Paula, hi Marlene. They're testing out the feed and they're extremely happy to be doing so. All right, let's see here. So we're watching to make sure that they're all feeding, and they are. Coco's being a really good mom. So this one here is a little boy, and it's dark, almost looks black, but it's more of Coco's color, which is the chocolate brown. Oh, clean it up the bum. Yes. And then this one over here, which is the little girl, which everybody is saying looks like a little Sheldon. Yes. Now, last night, she was, her front legs weren't quite, well, she was new. So her front legs weren't working very well. So we stood her up and made sure she was, working out those little leg muscles. And she's doing really good now. So she's up and at 'em. They're both feeding regularly. And we're keeping an eye on that. Hey, Coco, good mom. We have Blackie, which we anticipate will be next. And what's really interesting is last night while we were watching our baby monitor, Blackie was right in there helping Coco out. And we were a little bit concerned because maybe we thought that Blackie understood it was her baby. So they are getting along really well. And everybody's happy. We were contemplating on separating these ones from the other ones. But I think we're going to leave it as is for now. Everything seems to be good. We do have, of course, another pen over here that we can use. And of course, we've got a camera up there that we can also monitor that pen from. So, oh, look at you. Hi. Welcome to the world. Yes. What are we going to name you? Hey? And then Petunia. So, we're guessing that Blackie will be next. You can see there's Blackie there. Just checking out. Who's that? You think that's your baby? You're going to get some babies soon enough. So we figure she's going to be next. And then Petunia. But who knows? Maybe we'll get surprised yet again, right? Oh boy. So I was filming a little bit of B-roll in there. And apparently Blackie was behind me, and she was pushing, and Tara came running out saying, "Did you look behind you?" Well, so Blackie's kind of close, but then who knows? It could be in 2 minutes, or it could be in 2 hours. Who knows? You know, you see these things, and then you jump in. Pigs? Oh, you guys? No, it's not dinner time. No, it's not dinner. So take a look at Petey here. So I was going through some footage. No, you're not getting any. I was going through some older footage from a few years back when they came in, and the difference between then and now is incredible. I was shocked. I knew they were big when they came in, but I didn't realize that they were that big. Piper? No. Oh, I know. Yes, you're starving, aren't you? They want their treats. They see us out here and they're like, oh, it must be feeding time. Hey, Daisy, is it feeding time? Yes. All right, so we have all the sheep in here. Maybe that's what they're whining about. The sheep are in their spot. We have Hannibal. We have Lambert. We have Turbo. And we have Tinker. And they're all cozying in. Okay, well, I'm going to get away from the door, because that's what you guys are probably thinking. Now, Roxie. So Roxie here, she is pregnant. She came in with 3 others. What was that, about a month and a half ago, I guess. So we have actually found Roxie a home. And Roxie will be going over to her new home. We contemplated keeping her here because, you know, she is pregnant. And, you know, it'd be kind of cool. I delivered Little Meadow here last year. And it would be kind of cool to have another little foal or filly around. And, but we just can't, in moving, I don't want to say people around. I'm calling my animals people. In moving my people around, we just can't free up the space required. We want to get the little guys out, Sheldon and Moira and Hazel and maybe George. You know, those ones that are in there, we want to get out into that area where Roxie is. But we don't know how they're going to work with Roxie. So we've only got so many areas. We thought about putting Roxie up front. The donkeys are going to be going in probably a week or a week and a half or somewhere in that neighborhood. Who knows? So we thought about putting her up front, but it's too large of an area. So we want to make sure that we can be there for her when she needs us. So in Tara going back and forth on Facebook with somebody, she's looking for a horse, a pony, and wants a little one as well. So this kind of fit in nicely. So Roxie, I believe, is going to be heading out this afternoon or later on in this video. All right, who do we got here? We got Levi. How you doing, Levi? So when the other ones came in last week, so we've got these 3 here. We have Dreamer and Ollie. Now, these two are older. They're about 10 years old. And they came in because they weren't getting the hands-on from the place they were at. So they thought it would be a better fit here since we do have people that come in. Well, not lately. So we're closed lately to the public due to the situation. They figured, well, they'd be better off here. But little Dreamer was being a little pushy, especially towards Roxie. So when Ollie got out last week, we put the two of them in with the alpaca and Roxie. And Dreamer just chased Roxie around. It was all flooded out there in that area. Actually chased her out into the water. So it wasn't, we were concerned. We didn't know what was going to happen, so we're watching little Dreamer. Hi, Shanzi. Paula. And it looks like they're eating some hay. So we're keeping an eye on them. They haven't necessarily been surrendered to us. They've come in here. Now, if they don't work out, they will take them back over there. What are you doing, Levi? So it's kind of up in the air with these guys. They seem to be working out a little bit better now. We've been watching them in the back behind the house. They have been forming a little bond with Levi and Meadow. And of course, Daisy, with the condition of her feet and everything, she doesn't get out a whole lot, but she's getting out more and more. Right, Levi? I can't keep up to you two, you and Meadow. So these two have been getting along a lot better. So we're just going to keep an eye on that situation and see how that goes. We have put the ducks and geese. Are you coming along with me, buddy? You going to do this with me? Okay. We have put them back in here just because it did get down to about -20 last night. Really cold. We wanted to make sure that these guys are fine. Plus with the blizzard and everything. Ooh, that sounds like a little gargle. So the other thing that happened, when was that? It was sometime during the week last week. Tara and Tiana were out here feeding, and they caught something right over there by the bench. Just about time they were going in, they saw something move. And as it turns out, it was what we believe to be like a white coyote. And he came running out, and then Tara yelled at him, and he ran into the bush. So immediately, the girls rounded up the ducks and geese and got them inside. So that was good. So, small predators like, small coyotes and things of that nature, they can get through. Ideally, we want to build up that fence. We did repair the electric fence last week, but ideally, we want to get a fence similar to what we have here. And somebody had commented about that. They said, well, why don't you get a better fence? Well, it's easier said than done. We did get a quote for somebody to actually install a fence that looks like this right around our property. It's going to cost about $30,000. So plan B is we're going to do it step by step. This year, I think Tara is going to work the area that we just repaired and fix the electric fence. So she's going to do a stage on that during the day once it's nice out. Of course, if I'm at home from work, I'll be out there with her helping that, getting that all set up. But the idea is to slowly move around. This type of fencing here is going to be a lot better for predators, especially when we run electric fence wire around as well, as an extra, just to prevent any kind of digging or anything. Are you going after my wallet, boy? What are you doing? Oh, silly boy. Okay, so this is Roxie here. Marley's coming out. So if you saw our Facebook post, you will have seen that this was all just flooded. It's about 1 foot to 1.5 foot of water all throughout here. This is the lowest area. So we actually set up a pump and pumped it out because we knew this was coming and we just didn't want a sloppy mess in there. So we figured, well, let's purge out what we can. Everything kind of dried up. The pond filled up and then ran out the trench, out to the front ditch. So that's good. And this swale here allows water to come in and to gather in that area because in previous years, right around where that door is, where Daisy is, it was just all mud. So this has worked out really well for us. So Tara is inside with Blackie because we've seen some, of course, some labor actions going on. So now she can't be in the house, because if she goes in the house and looks on the camera and she sees something, she'll be right back out again, and then she'll go. So she figures, okay, so I'm to go into the house and get her some drinks and stuff to get her settled in there. Like I said, who knows? 2 minutes, 2 hours. We don't know. We've got the lady that's coming to pick up Roxie in the next half an hour, I think it is. So I figured I'd come up and see how these guys are doing. Looks like the donkeys are inside the building. You guys don't want to get your tootsies cold, eh? Yeah? You're just gonna stay in there? That was supposed to be the goat house. It was the old chicken coop. And this shelter here is meant more for equine. Yeah, Chinook and Esme seem to enjoy that. So I would imagine the boys, Carl and Billy, are in here. Somebody commented from last video, there's Billy. I think it was Gamer77 said, whoa, I haven't seen Billy in a while. Or sorry, Carl. And so I pointed out to the section of the video where he was, and yep, there he was at the end of the video. Carl, hey, Carl. Anybody home? Lazy boy, come here. Come here. What are you doing in there? It's just a lazy day. All right. Well, okay. You guys enjoy yourselves. So there it is, Billy and Carl. And the donkeys. Oh, gotta clean this out here. This is the rabbit and duck area. And it's pretty full of debris. So we're gonna have to clear this out. Haven't gotten to this yet. Looks like we've got one Muscovy that's hanging out in there. Good job, you just stay out of the cold, right buddy? So the rabbits. We're down to, I believe, about 3 rabbits. And we have found some homes for the other ones. It looks like they're actually all out. Let's just have a look here. I can squeeze into this door. We have a rooster, we have, yeah, I bet you they're all outside. So we'll have to go and check and see. Yeah, nobody in there. All right, so there's 3 of them. And I believe 2 males that are fixed and 1 female. So we ended up, hi bud. We ended up finding homes for them over the past month and a half. So that's been great. Yeah, they're outside enjoying things. So there we go. We've got 2 lops, and we have what is the other one? The other one is a Rex, a standard Rex, I believe, or a standard Rex cross. So there's one. The other ones might be in these little houses here, these little snow houses. Oh, just hopping along, ready for Easter. They could be in there, or they could be underneath in that area there. And so we have 3 left, so that's good. And that's including the males as well. So the males that were over in the male enclosure, we found them homes as well. So that's great. They're good homes. We are a no-kill animal rescue, so you know we don't process any of our animals. They are all pets. So some people have asked about, you know, if you're an animal rescue, why do you breed goats and chickens, hatch out chickens? So that is a great question. We started with goats and chickens and had a little hobby farm years ago. That came first, and then we started moving into the animal rescue portion of it. And we've got to kind of walk that line where animals that come in for rescue, those ones we don't breed. So the goats that we have inside, and Snow and Patches that passed away last year, so they were all goats that we had that come in. The goats that usually come in on rescue are, well, I guess that it could be male or female, but a lot of them have been male in the recent past, and we have no problems finding them good quality homes. And we want to make sure they are good quality homes, and Tara's on that when people call and ask about it. So she does a little bit of Facebook spy work and checks out who they are and what they're going to do and what other animals that they have. So goats are not a concern. The biggest concern, of course, is equine. So horses and donkeys and ponies and alpacas too, fairly recently. But there's also a lot of people looking for alpacas as well. So we try to walk that balance line about, you know, we're still a farm and a hobby farm, and we enjoy having the babies, and we enjoy sharing that with you, but we also bring in animals for rescue. So it's kind of a, and some people just don't understand that. You know, they say, well, if you're a rescue, you shouldn't be breeding any animals. But it's all about breeding properly, not mass producing, not having a, you know, like a puppy mill or a goat mill. We don't really make any money off of them, and we actually have a waiting list for our goats. So in the next, in the next few weeks, we're going to be seeing some other animals coming in. Actually, I think we have some chickens coming in a little bit later on today. Got animals coming and animals going. So people have asked us, well, why do we rehome them? Why do they have to leave the farm? We don't often want to see them leave the farm, but we realize that we've only got so much space here. So if we were to keep everybody, we wouldn't be able to bring anybody else in. And there's a lot of animals that do need our help. So, you know, down from roosters to donkeys to ponies, Roxie, and we moved off the 3 that came in with Roxie. So they've all found areas to go to, and it's just about managing all the animals. Okay, what do we got? Little Brown.
Definitely got lots of energy.
Good mama.
Yeah. She was relaxing when you...
Do we know boy or girl as of yet?
No, I don't know.
Okay, unknown.
We always make mistakes anyways.
We had once in the past. But that was early on.
I think it's a girl, but that's too early and not a very...
Okay, well, we'll confirm.
It's got very pretty coloring.
Yeah.
She, he... That's a girl.
It's a girl?
It's a girl.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, your friends are calling.
Yeah, it says, come on, we need some more playmates. Yeah, everybody's watching.
Blackie's ears.
Watching from the sidelines over here. Coco's tending to her own.
Nope. Sorry, I thought she was... I have no idea why I put down a towel.
Well, so they
I
don't
always
get
feel like
all...
they're more comfortable.
Well,
right?
they don't get all sticky, and they don't. Everything doesn't stick to them. So.
It's that slime from...
Ugh. Shake it off.
She's heading right in there.
Yeah. Yeah. She knows where to go.
Right?
I see feet. I see feet. Come on. You can do it.
Okay.
Come on.
One more. One more big push. Come on. One more. Come on. Good girl. Push. Push. Good girl. A big one.
Yeah, that's probably what was taking so long.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah. Who's that? Is that your sibling? This is
Are you seriously right on top of him? This is like the splitting image of Blackie.
Yeah, white on the head.
Hey! Welcome to the world! You took your time!
Oh.
Oh! There's the cord. Don't want to mess with the cord, Mama. No, we don't need that. Okay, we got some liquid happening here. Hey! Work on the cord. There you had them big there, Blackie. No, we don't need to eat that. Don't worry.
Watch beside you here.
Oh.
There you go.
Clean the baby. That's why. That's why that one took a while.
Yeah.
What's with these big babies, Blackie? And it's a boy.
Is it?
It's a boy.
So we have boy, girl, and boy, girl. So we have the little girl. And the little boy. And we put some heat lamps in here to make sure everybody is cozy.
Watch.
Hey, how you doing? Just had a drink? And somebody's just having a sleep.
She knows.
Yeah, now she's like, oh, I guess I gotta get out.
You want me to close it, Rebecca?
No, okay. I got her. Just talk. Hi, nice mom. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Do you want to go the side door?
No. There we go. You're okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. She's got a good heart.
See you later,
Oh,
Roxy.
there's a dreamer in here.
Bye. Good luck at your new home.
Bye. You think
Stay
you were
safe.
thinking, right?
Roxie's been essentially wild for quite a few years. She came in with the 3 others, which were wandering the countryside, so full of burrs. So they really haven't had much hands-on or much contact with humans for quite some time. So this woman that took Roxie, we've worked with her in the past with some of the other horses years ago, and she's very good with horses. And she is going to work with Roxie as well as work with the new one that is expected probably sometime a little bit later this month. So that'll be good. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We have Petunia that is expecting. I'm not sure if I will get to publish this video before or after, so we'll have to see. I'm going to go and work on it, and of course if she does have her kids, then I will be sure to squeeze that in right here. So that's it. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.